our managers and hire call. We're going to get this call started in about 30 seconds. All right, awesome. Great to see everybody coming on this morning. I know we have many of you dialing in from North America. I know it's Independence Day in America right now, and happy July 4th. I know many of you are barbecuing and celebrating, and but some of you, of course, have committed to be on this call with us this morning and evening. And for, of course, everyone dialing in from Asia as well. Good morning for everyone that's in the Asian market. And we have, of course, people in Mexico, Malaysia, and Singapore, Taiwan, and Hong Kong, all over here to, of course, get some good training and how to really grow your business and how to actually create momentum in your business and actually how to have the right business building activities and at the same time how to properly edify and promote your Remind business as well. If you have some team members and managers that are not on the call yet, make sure you guys are sending out a last minute reminder that this call is getting started as well. I know we have some team members also from Australia. Good morning as well, and welcome to the call. We're going to get this call started. And today, it's a special training for managers and hire, which I'm going to be going over a few things to help everybody, have the proper mindset, have the proper, knowledge and information on what you should be doing on a daily basis, right? Think of it like this. Two people can start the same day, but one person in 7 days, in 30 days, is much more ahead of the person than the other person, right? And it could be a few reasons, right? Why are there some people doing better than others, right? Because maybe some people are doing the right activities, right? They're doing the right meetings and they have a good daily method of operation, right? So important information important daily business building activities is important because the ones that do the proper actions, that's going to help you speed up your business. But if you do improper action, that's not going to get you to where you want to go. So even though we're all part of Riemann and we all have different positions, what's important is the fact that all of us do the proper activities that will grow your business and actually will help you versus not help you. Because today, think about it. There's some people that work with us. It's been 6 months. They're still planners. Some people, it's been 6 months. They're still managers. Some people have been with us for a year. They're still senior managers. Why is that, right? Because you have to focus on the correct and proper activities in growing your Riemann business. Okay, so I'm going to record this now. I just want to welcome once again everyone that just hopped on. Welcome to the call. Good to see.
Recording in progress.
Dialing in as well. And we are going to kick off this manager and hire call on, it's already July 5th. And I truly believe that, July 5th and July is really just the second half of our business. This is the turning point of our business. This is where it gets really fun. July and on is where we really set the tone, really set the pace to really grow our business and helping all of you, hit your next position, your next ranking as well. And before I start the training, I want to share with you guys one story, okay? There was a story about a woman, a lady, and she was actually by a dock, sitting on a boat with the roar, right? She was just sitting there by the lake, by near the ocean dock, and just looking at the view down there. Okay, she was sitting there looking at the view, and she heard great things. She heard great things about if you roll the boat and you actually go far deep, there are magical places where you can eventually have great success, have freedom, have a future, passive income. You can see beautiful cities, beautiful countries, and visit beautiful places, right? And they talked about stories about, hey, once you go all the way down, you keep on rowing your boat, eventually you'll land in a place where you'll see beautiful homes right by the docks, beautiful yachts, and it's there. And all you gotta do is just row the boat and get there, right? And they also talked about how when she goes there and the evening time, it's beautiful because there's beautiful houses, the city skyline. It's so beautiful there, and you meet so many successful people there, and eventually, you can of course become successful as well, right? And just around the corner, you can go to a private island And this is where all the successful and rich people are, and they're just, they're retired there, living there, and this is a place you can go there. Only thing you got to do is row the boat all the way down there as well, right? So many of us just like, but this is what she was thinking. She was thinking, okay, what if I roll the wrong way? What if I get lost? What if I fail, right? And that's what she thought. And same thing with Riemann as well. Many of us sometimes we get involved with Riemann and you're thinking and you're thinking and you're thinking, which way should I go? Which way should I do this? How should I do my Riemann business? What if I do it the wrong way? What if I say the wrong words? What if I say the wrong things? What if I fail in Riemann? And we have this type of, we paralyze ourselves and not actually taking action with our Riemann business. And then you see others just speeding ahead, becoming, team leaders, becoming, they're just going super fast. And you're asking yourself, like, wow, they're rolling already. They're going so fast. What about me? Right? And here's the message I want to share with all of you is this. You can't steer a parked boat, okay? In our business, you won't have all the answers when you first begin. You won't know every product or detail, or you won't have even the perfect invitation. But if you start rowing your oar, you start rowing your boat, you start showing up, sharing, inviting, learning, you'll gain the confidence and direction. And of course, eventually get some momentum as well. So all you have to do is this. Your oar, you got to grab it, you got to start paddling. You'll figure that out as you go. And of course, your mentors, your sponsors, your uplines will support you along the way. But it's about taking action. When I first started, I didn't know anything about the products. I didn't know anything about skincare, right? I just learned and earned at the same time. It didn't matter if I said the wrong words in the beginning because I knew that I got better as I started talking to more people. I got better by talking to more people. I got better by doing more meetings. I got better by taking a lot of action. That's how I got better with Riemann. A lot of people ask me today, Steve, how did you get good at doing presentations? The only way I got good at doing presentation is this because I did so many presentations. I did more presentations than anybody in Riemann right now because I've done it since the very beginning and I've done it almost every single day of my business. That's how I got good. How do I do how do I do, how did I get good at doing pop-ups? I just did a lot of pop-ups. I was not good at pop-ups. I was not good at inviting. I was not good at anything. But eventually I got better because I took a lot of action as well. So let's talk about momentum in your Riemann business, okay? Which is, of course, is a key factor in growing your business, right? And a lot of you, think about this. When you're trying to pull a car uphill, right, or out of the sand, it's so difficult pushing that car uphill, right? But when you're going downhill, how much easier it is, right? And it's the same thing with Riemann as well, right? Same car, it's difficult going upwards, but it's so much easier going downwards. And that means one thing. When you have momentum in your Riemann business, everything becomes easier. Everything becomes easier in Riemann business. Some of you are saying, Steve, Riemann is difficult. Riemann is hard. I'm having tough times. It's not the fact that you're having tough times, you don't have momentum. If you have momentum in your Riemann business, do you know how much more simple it is? When you are in momentum and when you are in the trenches and running and you're in phase one, you're meeting after meeting after meeting and signing people up and new people are joining just nonstop. Any small problem that pops up, you're like, that doesn't bother you, right? That doesn't bother you because you're so focused on the goal. You're so focused on your mission that no small problem stop you, right? And guess what? Every when you're in momentum, even simple tasks, when without it, okay, when you don't have momentum, little things are difficult, right? Little things are difficult, right? And when you don't have momentum, if one problem happens in your business, you're like, oh my God, you're telling your upline what happened. It bothers you so much. But when you have momentum, let me tell you something, right? Nothing is bothering you, nothing is stopping you. And when you have momentum and a big vision, nothing can stop you, okay? When you have momentum and a great vision, nothing can stop you, okay? And with momentum, leaders look better than they are. Without it, they look worse than they are. John C. Maxwell, one of the greatest coaches ever, he always says one thing. Momentum is a leader's best friend. Momentum is a leader's best friend. And all of you, of course, want to be a great leader. So who do you want to make your best friend? Momentum, okay? You want to have momentum on your side, okay? And that's how you become a great leader, okay? Momentum is created by people, not circumstances, okay? Leaders are responsible for generating momentum through vision, energy, and action. You don't wait for it, you build it, okay? Understand one thing, guys. We as individuals are the only ones that can go out there and create momentum in our business. We're the only ones that can do that, right? We're the only ones that can do that. And the law of the big mo, right, which is in the book, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell, he talks about how momentum is the great exaggerator. It magnifies both success and failure, meaning if you have momentum, you're automatically attracting followers, people to your business, growth, and new energy. But if you don't have momentum, guess what happens? It's so much harder to get it back, right? It's so much harder to get it back. And some of you may ask, "Hey, Steve, am I not good in Remon? How come I'm not really growing my Remon business?" It's not the fact that you're a leader. You're not a bad person. You're not a bad leader. It's just the fact that you don't have momentum. When you have momentum, trust me on this, you will look like a top leader, okay? And when you have momentum, it's like a snowball effect, right? That snowball becomes a small one and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and it just multiplies, right? You want to have momentum on your side. You want to have momentum as your best friend. And it begins with small wins, okay? Small wins create big momentum, right? It's a series of small victories, meaning your one customer signed up, right? Two customers signed up. You signed up a planner, right? Maybe they didn't become a manager, senior manager, but that's still a win. Every positive small little victory leads up to a big mo, right? And even recognizing small little efforts, small little positive things is important to growing your Remon business, right? Even a pop-up, right? That's a win. Signing up a customer, that's a win. Positive activities is a win. Even though someone didn't buy something yet and they signed up as a planner, that's still a win. More small activities leads to big activities. Small activities, small wins, small, promotions, planner, manager, senior manager, all these little small activities that are happening in your business, that all coils up. That all coils up to big wins. The more promotions you have in your business, the more momentum you'll have. And eventually, having a lot of these small little activities will get you to become team leader and director and higher later on. As you can see, many leaders have done that, but it all started with what? Small wins, small meetings, small victories, right? And that led up to bigger and bigger wins later on as well. So, and also at the same time, when you build up momentum, your momentum must be protected. Meaning, when you're building your team and when you're building your organization, you don't want any type of toxic attitudes, negative people coming into your sacred circle and messing up your team vibe. Okay. You don't want that. Okay. Inconsistent action, right? Or if people are not getting promoted, that can also kill momentum as well, right? Remember this, right? All of you are managers and higher. Later on, you're going to be promoting other managers and you'll be promoting senior managers and team leader. You got to go out there and make sure you are recognizing all your new people, all your brand new planners that are going out there and working hard and doing meetings and getting customers and signing people up. Recognize them. When they become managers and senior managers, recognize them. Make a flyer, make a poster, recognize them, right? You want to be an ultimate recognizer. You want to be the one that just recognizes and promotes your team as much as possible, okay? Leaders must constantly nurture your environment to keep things alive. This is your business. This is your culture. This is your family. This is your business, right? You need to recognize people, create your good culture, and keep your environment alive at the same time. So now we talked about momentum. Let's talk about how to create this in Remon, right? How do you create momentum in your Remon business? Well, it's very simple. New and excited planners following the system and getting promoted weekly will bring you momentum in your business. That's it. And when you increase the number of planners getting promoted weekly, momentum increases as well. You know, you guys see, some of you that are a part of the Malaysian Singapore group chat, you guys see that there's a lot of promotions happening every single day and every single week, right? You see some of the leaders there, like Aki, Director Aki and Janet. They're out there promoting people every single week, every single day almost. There's new managers and senior managers coming on. I remember when I was a team leader. I remember when I was at the beginning stages, I was promoting people almost every single day. New managers, new senior managers, every single day. Even though I promoted a few last week, even though I promoted a bunch the month before, I didn't stop. I kept them going. I kept them promoting people every single day or every single week. And that was my mission because why? I wanted to create momentum. If I didn't promote a manager, senior manager, guess what I did? I signed people up. I signed up planners almost every single day. Every single day I was signing people up. Every single day I was working on my business to grow my business. And I had people getting signed up. I had people getting promoted. And that was the culture. Every single day, every single week, people were getting promoted. Every single week, people got promoted to new positions. And every month, I promoted new team leaders, multiple team leaders. Every single month, I was promoting when I was just a team leader. It didn't matter if I went number one last month. It didn't matter I was the top producer last month. It didn't matter I did great the following month, or if I made a lot of income the following month. I kept going. I didn't take a step back. I kept going. I kept on pushing to the speed pedal, and I kept on going and promoted more people. And while more people got promoted, that's how my momentum, right, exploded when I was going from team leader to director and the higher position as well, right? So how do you promote planners weekly? How do you get people promoted every single day? Well, think about this, guys. Becoming a manager is just 3,000 SP, which all of you, of course, completed. But think about this. If someone can't purchase 3,000 SP on day one, right? They can still go out there and sell 10 basic sets or find 10 planners to buy at least one set each, right? But think about this. How long does it take to sell one set of products? How long is that transaction? Yeah, you have a message that goes out. Maybe you have a conversation with them, right? Maybe a minute or two or three, right? You talk about it a few minutes and you send them a link, they buy it. I mean, that total transaction could be 5 or 10 minutes. That's it, right? So that's only 5 or 10 minutes per transaction. Maybe it's a 10 minute, maybe it's a 10, 20-minute call, whatever it may be. Doing that 10 times, think about this. If it takes you about 10 minutes to do one transaction, right? Selling 10 sets is what? 100 minutes then. About an hour and a half, 2 hours, maximum time to sell 10 sets, right? So the total time to sell 10 sets is about an hour and a half. It should not take you more than 30 days. It should not take you 3 months. How long does it take you to sign up one planner? When you talk to a person in conversation, let's say you had a meeting, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, you had a Zoom call or even a face-to-face meeting, and you're with them for about an hour. You sign them up, okay? Now, if you took 10 people to sign up, and every meeting was 1 hour, right? That means you would need 10 hours to sign up 10 planners, right? If you did one-on-ones only, not a group meeting, right? So if it takes you 10 hours to do sign up 10 people, there's no point of you taking manager and doing that in 7 days, in a month or 2 months or 3 months. 10 planner is a 10-hour job maximum. 10 sets, selling 10 sets is like a couple hour maximum job, right? Everybody can sell 3,000 SP. Everybody can go out there and sell one basic set. Everybody can go out there and sell 10 basic sets. Everyone can go out there. Think about this. We're the number one K beauty company in the world. Millions of people will want to join us. And you can't find 10 people to join, right? Think about it. You have to create value. You have to create urgency. When you share enough, trust me in this, selling 10 basic sets or signing 10 planners up is not a difficult job. So, and you have to monitor like all of your managers, but your new planners, okay? If they don't start as a manager, you got to monitor their business. Okay, hey, let's do some meetings. Let's get some customers. Let's work on your business. Let me help you do some meetings. Let me help you do some Zoom calls. Let's meet up at the office. Let's do some meetings. You got to help them become a manager. You got to follow up with them. Hey, how are you doing? How's it going? Hey, how's it going with people? Oh, you signed up a new person. Congratulations. Like, you got to follow up with them. You got to track their business just like they're tracking their business. If they're not tracking their business, you got to track it. Remember, this is your business. Be in the shoes of your brand new planners and see how long it takes them to become a manager, senior manager. Because at the end of the day, it could be done in less than 7 days, right? And as I mentioned earlier, your job as leader is to help them with new partners and customers, and you have to be intentional about promoting your team members to manager and senior manager every single day or every single week, right? Manager, senior manager is a maximum 7 day job. Mr. Danny Bay always says, senior manager, 7 day max. Some people, of course, do it in one day, right? Many people just buy in at 6,000 points. They buy it on day one, they become a senior manager, and many start like that. I start like that. But of course, there are people that can't afford or invest that kind of money on day one, right? So the people that can't afford 6,000, 3,000 day one, here's what you got to do. You got to go from planner and you got to speed rush with them to manager and senior manager in the first 7 days. If you can't do it in 7 days, at least you tried. Then here's what you got to do. Go for 14 days, go for 21 days, go for 30 days. Every single day, monitor and track their business and help them become a manager and senior manager. Because think about this. Becoming a managing manager is a simple job. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. We have tens of thousands of people that hit this position in record time, right? So if it's only a 10-hour job or a few minute job, right? Or if the person just says yes to themselves, it takes 1 minute to sign up as a manager, right? If it doesn't take that long, then it shouldn't take you that long as well, right? It's a simple job and it shouldn't take that long. And everyone could eventually hit manager and senior manager, right? if you have 20 demonstration, you take one set and you take that one set and you have everybody, you use the entire set on all prospects. Trust me on this, you're gonna sign up planners. You're gonna sign up people that want to buy a set. But you can't just have them just take their time. Be like, hey, we gotta go quickly. We gotta go quick because why? We want to build their story up. We want to build their story up. You don't want to be a 6 months senior manager story. You don't want to be a 6 months, manager story. You want to be a 1 day story. You want to be a 2 day story. You want to be in your first 7 day story. You became a manager. You became a senior manager on your first 7 days. And if that's the culture happening in your business, every week there's promotions in your business. Every week you're adding promotions. You're adding promotion. That's what's well. Here's what's gonna happen. You will build momentum in your business if you do that. Okay. So what do you got to do? You got to have a daily method of operation, meaning these are daily tasks, things that you got to do every single day. It's the non-negotiable daily activity list that moves your Remon business forward. Think of it like this, okay? Your DMO is pretty much your minimum action required each day to stay in momentum. If you don't have a minimum daily activity, trust me on this, you will lose momentum, right? Momentum is so sensitive. Once you build it up, you got to keep it up, okay? And it's also easy to lose after having momentum as well, right? But you to sustain it, to sustain momentum, right? You got to have daily activities, but at the same time add new leaders and help all your new people from last month become a manager, senior manager hire, right? The more people you promoted last month to managers to manager this month, it will continue in your momentum. Continuing your momentum just means this, that every month, think about it. Many of you that's been with us for a month or longer, or 2 or 3 more, you've had people sign up last month. Yes, you're working on your new people this month, but at the same time, you want to help the people that joined last month or the month before get promoted this month. And as new people keep coming in, you want to keep helping them. Helping your people from last month, your old planners, get promoted. If you could do that, if you could help over 40, 50% of people get promoted, you will have momentum. If you have only less than 10% of people getting promoted, you will lose momentum, right? It's a very small difference of percentages, but that makes a huge difference. If your team members are getting promoted, right, over, professionals and top leaders are promoting 50, 60, 70% of their leaders to manager to manager, right? Other people, maybe 50%. If you're only promoting, if you signed up 20 people last month and only 10% got promoted, you're not gonna have momentum. You're not gonna have momentum in your business. So you have to increase the amount of people that got promoted last month to grow your business and to also have momentum in your business as well. And that's why a DMO is important in your business. Okay. Mid performers. What are mid performers doing in Remount? Well, they're doing about maybe 3 to 4 Zoom calls per day, or they could probably do a few meetings per day as well. Top performers are doing about 7 to 9 Zoom calls a day. They're out at the office. They're just meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. Because why? They are just focused on getting results. I'll tell you this. If you do this many meetings, this many phone calls, this many Zoom calls or people interactions, trust me on this, you are getting a business partner. You are getting customers and planners in your business. If you did this much meetings and you got zero customers and zero team members, you might be doing something wrong with your presentation, which of course will help you fix it. Okay. If you're telling me, hey, Steve, I did so many meetings today, but I got zero customers and zero planners, that means your presentation needs to be worked on. Your closing needs to be worked on, right? You got to work on, you might have a leak in your pipeline. You might have a leak in your business. You could be good at inviting, you could be good at scheduling meetings, but maybe they're not signing up. You could be bad in closing, which of course there's also, future trainings on closing and presentation as well. Okay. Remember, be the driver for your business. If you want your team to go fast, you gotta go fast. If you want your team to recruit, you must recruit. Whatever you do, your team will duplicate. Okay. So now we talked about momentum, and of course, I'm sure that all of you will work on building momentum in your business. Trust me on this. When your business is on momentum, is on fire, you get so excited because it just grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. It's like, putting wood sticks into a fire. More wood sticks going into a fire, your business explodes. Okay. And think about sticks as new individuals coming to your business, getting promoted every single week, following the system and getting trained and getting promoted. And that's how you get momentum. Okay, guys. So that's momentum. Let's talk about edifying your upline. This is also huge and one of the most important skills in our industry. Okay. And why is edification important? Okay. Well, edification, right, is important because it builds respect, trust, and curiosity, right? If your prospect sees your upline as credible person, right, experienced, valuable, that person will listen. I remember when I first started this industry, and my first mentor, I was telling my friends, hey, let me introduce you to my boy, my friend. You know, we were so close, and the fact that I had a very comfortable language with my friends, they didn't treat my mentor with any respect. Right? When they met my mentor, my upline, they're like, "Yo, what's up, brother?" Like they're like very just. It wasn't there was not any edification. Then my mentor told me, Steve, yes, we're friends. Yes, we're brothers. But at the same time, in this industry, in this business, what's important is this. You got to edify me up because if you edify me, it's easier for them to actually listen to what I have to say. So that's what I did. I started edifying now. Hey, I want to introduce you to somebody I've been working with. Very successful guy. He's been helping hundreds of people have great success in our industry. And, he's a very, very successful gentleman, easy to work with as well, but he has a few minutes with me to talk to a few of my key people, right? And as soon as I changed my language and what my edification, when I brought in prospects, they all listened to my upline. They all listened to my sponsor. They all listened to my leader because now I edified him. I gave him the spot to speak to my people as well. So remember this: you edify up the edit, and then and of course relate down and let them handle it and let your prospect and let your upline connect and let them do the speak. Let your upline do the speaking, okay? And it's a three-part edification formula, right? Talk about who your upline is, talk about who they are, talk about what they accomplished, right? And talk about why you're excited to get them on the call, right? You can be like, hey, look, I want to introduce you to someone that I've been working with, right? And and he and she, they're a couple, they're a husband and wife. They've been doing amazing, amazing stuff, with the Riemann community as well, and with our Access organization. They became national director, first Asian national directors from the Asian market. And I get a chance to actually introduce you to them on a call, right? Because they've helped so many people, but they have a little bit of time now to spend with me to help you also get connected with them as well. So I'm so grateful for them. They love helping people. Like, you want to say things like that. Talk about who they are, what they've accomplished, and why you're excited to be on the call as well. And here's a quick basic script of what you can use, or you can use this kind of outline to, of course, edify your upline or your sponsor about how who they are, what they've accomplished, and why you're so excited to be working with them as well. Okay, so that's a basic script you can use. You can also use if you have an upline that just started and that upline is just brand new as well, then you can't say too much, but you can say a very short message like, "Hey, look, we're growing so fast. This person has great results in such a short period of time. I'm working with her right now. Love to get you to connect with her, right?" Or if someone's, of course, a top leader, right? Any type directors and higher, right, that are already building multi-million dollar organizations, right? Or they've spoken on stage and they're mentoring people from different countries, you could say a different type of script for them as well. But at the same time, remember this: edification is important. It's not flattery. It's respect. When done right, it makes your prospect feel safe and your leader feel empowered. Right? Master this, and your business will go faster and with less resistance. The people that can master edification is key in growing your Remind business. When you say, "Let me introduce you to someone at the top of the company. Let me introduce you to the person that I'm working with. He or she has had great success with the company, has helped so many people, right? Makes a lot of money, loves helping people, cares for people." And at the same time, told me, hey, she wants to help me speak to a few of my personal guests, and I thought about you, right? That's how you should be edifying your sponsors and the people that you work with, and that's gonna help you really, really make a lot of money, okay? Third, let's talk about becoming a great promoter in Remind and why becoming a great promoter is everything, guys. I remember when I first got involved in this industry, direct sales and network marketing, right? Like, I remember I was not good. I'll tell you that right now. I was not getting good at customers. I was not good at recruiting or anything. But one thing I mastered was becoming a great promoter. You guys know that, I've been doing entertainment for a long time. I've been promoting for a very long time, right? So promoting, I understood promoting. I understood that promoting is key in everything because if I can just get the people to an event or a Zoom or a train or something, or the event, the event would sell itself. It's like when I used to do a lot of events at nightclubs and concert halls, right, and different event places, I always got my leaders, my promoters, right, to the event place and showed how beautiful the event was, showed how beautiful the venue was, and say, hey, this is the place we're gonna be promoting. This is the place we're gonna be having our event. This is the place we're gonna pack out. And I was promoting it like that. When they came and they saw how beautiful things was, and of course, when the events were good, they're like, wow, this is amazing. And once they were there, it was everything. Then it was easier for them to promote the next event, right? That's why if you could become a great promoter, it's gonna really, really help you and really help you grow your business, right? And like I said, you don't gotta be the best speaker, you don't gotta be the best product expert, you don't even have to have all the answers, but if you know how to promote, you'll win big in Remon, okay? So remember this, guys. Your income in Remon is a direct reflection of your ability to promote Zoom calls, events, product drops, your team, your leaders, yourself. I mean, you want to be a non-stop promoter, right? Talk about events, talk about the Zoom calls happening, talk about the new product drops, talk about the leaders you're working with, right? But more importantly, be a master in promoting events, okay? What does promoting mean? Well, promoting just means that you're creating urgency, excitement for the next event. Be like, hey, you gotta be here. You gotta be here, okay? And it's not just inviting guys, it's the selling the reason why they should say yes. You're not telling people, hey, we got a Zoom call on Tuesday, hop on. It's not saying it like that. You're saying, hey, today's Tuesday Zoom call is with one of our top leaders who's built this business from nothing and helped hundreds of people create income from home. You need to be on it, right? Like you need to have that kind of message, not just, hey, Tuesday, what are you doing? We have a Zoom call. Join, right? Every time you promote, do it with enthusiasm, do it with meaning, and do it with care, right? You want to have that excitement, you want to have that urgency. That's gonna get people to a Zoom call, not just you saying, hey, join this Tuesday, okay, guys? And why great promoters make big money? Well, at the end of the day, understand this, guys. Great promoters, they focus on getting a lot of people on Zoom calls. I remember when I was a team leader, I mean, I was just going at it on Zoom calls, getting people on Zoom calls, and my goal was to increase my team count on Zoom calls every single time. Every single that's why we tell people, hey, put XS in front of your Zoom name so we can count how many people attend our Zoom calls, right? And at the pop-ups, I was focused on getting a lot of people to pop-ups, right? And all the launches, all the events, all the conventions, I was just focused on getting as many people as possible because why? I wanted the event do the training. I wanted the event train my team, right? It wasn't about me doing everything. I wanted the system to do what the business should be doing, right? The system was training my team. The system was helping my team, right? The system, the testimonials, all that happening was the reason why my team exploded, right? And whoever brings the most people gets paid. It's the fastest way to build belief for your team and business, right? And great promoters, right? They talk about events like nothing else. You guys know that we have upcoming events in Malaysia, in Singapore, right? We have the US convention as well. We have so many pending events, right? You want to master at promoting events because when they come to an event, think about this, right? The energy there, the testimonials there, the promotions, the recognitions, that's what makes it all the events build your business. That's why those events are so important. So always tell people like, hey, look, big leaders never miss big events. If they want to be a big leader, they should not miss a big event. Events are key in building your business. And that's what, many people, when they go to a big event, that's when they make that big decision, say, you know what? This is the reason why I'm going to be doing Remon, right? They make big decisions at big events, okay? So this is your mindset, right? If you want to go fast, promote. If you want to build leaders, promote. If you want to scale a movement, promote. The size of your business is determined by the size of your events and how many people you bring to them. Remember, promotion is not hype, it's leadership with urgency. That's what makes a great promoter as well, okay? I want to share with you guys another story as well. This story is about two people, right? There was two salespeople, right, that was sent out. Okay, they were sent out to a remote desert. Okay, to sell shoes. Okay, so they went out. They went out to this remote desert. They finally got to this village, and they were here to sell shoes. But once they got to this village, right, and this remote area, nobody wore shoes. Nobody wore shoes. But here's what one person said. One person said, you know what? No one wears shoes here. Total waste of my time. I'm flying home, right? But the other salesperson said, you know what? Oh my gosh, nobody wears shoes here. This is the biggest chance of a lifetime, my opportunity. Call the company, says, send me all the inventory. And then he started talking to all the people in the village, talk about the brand, talk about the shoes, and he made a fortune, right? Think about this, guys. It's same situation, same people, different mindset, right? You have to understand one thing. In Remon, it's the same thing as well. In Remon, it's the same company for all of us. All of us have the same opportunity, same company with Remon, but you got to think about it how Some of us, right? Some of us, right, start with Riemann, but we don't actually, you know, go to the top, or we don't actually take all the success. It's the same company, but why are some people today taking massive action? It's all mindset, right? I could have easily said in the first beginning when I joined Riemann, I could have easily said, "Oh, only females do this. Men, men cannot sell skincare. Men cannot sell Riemann." I could have easily said that. And I that's how I thought in the beginning for just for a little bit. I thought about that because I'm like, you know what? I'm a guy. I saw pictures of people doing Riemann. It was all females, right? I'm like, what can a guy like me get involved with this industry? So like, even though I had that initial image, but my mindset was this. But hey, there's no other guys doing this. I could be the one guy that can go out there and make a fortune in this business. Because why? Because I knew that women like skincare. I knew that women buy skincare. Women use skincare they've been using skincare, cosmetics, and makeup since their early childhood. I could be the person to go out there and find a woman to go sell, right? And that's what I did. And that's what I did. And that's the difference between some people where they can say, you know what, I'll take action versus no action, right? You want to be the person that takes action in your business. You want to be the person that says, you know what, I'm going to lead my team, I'm going to share a vision, and I'm going to work on my business every single day. And all of you that are on the call right now, as a manager, as a senior manager, some of you are brand new. I know some of you just got promoted to manager this week. Congratulations. Some of you just got promoted to senior manager this past week as well. Congratulations as well, right? Now your job and focus is right now, be a connector to your upline and sponsor. Just keep on connecting people. Introduce your prospects to your upline. Introduce your prospects to your leaders every single day. Set up meetings every single day. It got to be consistent every single day. And let me tell you something. If you focus on your business every single day, if you're intentional about your goals every single day, you know what's going to eventually happen? You're going to eventually hit your goals. You got to do it until you win. Mr. Danny Bay always says it. You got to do it until you win. And he always says one thing as well. Some people told me, Steve, I tried my best. Some people told Mr. Danny Bay, Danny, I did my best in Riemann. You know what he says? It's not about doing your best. It's about doing whatever it takes. It's about doing whatever it takes for you to accomplish your goals. It's not about your best because your best got you where you are today. Your best thinking, right? Your best motives just got you to where you are today. So it can't be just, I did my best because we could always do more. It's about WIT, whatever it takes. That's the type of mentality you want to have in your Riemann business. You want to do whatever it takes to get to your next promotion. You want to do whatever it takes to become a team leader, a senior manager, a director, a senior director, a national director, whatever it takes. That was my mindset with Riemann. Every day, every night, every morning, I went to sleep thinking about Riemann. I grew. When I woke up, I thought about Riemann. I dreamt about Riemann. Hey, how am I going to finish up national director? How am I going to finish up this? Right? It was whatever it takes. Sometimes you might not have all the answers today. I'll tell you that right now. Your answers in Riemann sometimes gets answered while you do Riemann. And another way for your answers to also help you is doing a lot of personal development. Every time I was a little bit lost in my business, I did some personal development. What can I do to get better in Riemann? I knew that when I was just starting off Riemann, I knew my level of thinking, my level of education, my level of training was not good enough yet. So I knew that I had to become a better leader. I had to become a better person. I had to become better as an individual to become a national director. There was many times in the beginning where I was on my way. I was running so hard to become a director, and I missed it. I missed the deadline for becoming a director. I remember other people got promoted as director and I didn't, and I was so frustrated. I was like, dang it! Like they all did it before me. When we all started at the same time, 8, 9 people became a director before me. All 8, 9 ladies became a director before me, and I was so upset. But I realized it's okay because at that time I wasn't ready to be I wasn't ready to be a director yet. I had to work on myself. I had to work on my team. I had to get better as an individual. And I knew that my day will come. My day will come when I get better, when I become a better leader. So I started working on myself more. I started working my team more. I started networking with more people. I started finding more customers and planners and met more people. And guess what I did? I started building and building and building and worked on my business every single day, every night, every week, every month. I worked on my business consistently. And here's what happened. Even though those 8, 9 people became a director before me, I still became a national director before everybody else because I focused on building a healthy business. I focused on building a strong leadership team. I focused on building a great movement, a great culture for my team as well. And I led by example. And all of you that are on the call right now today, You want to do that for your organization. You want to do this for your own team. You might not have a big team yet, but it's okay. Where you are right now, I started. Where you are right now, all the directors on the call right now started where you are as well. All the team leaders that are on the call right now, we all started where you started. We all had only one team member first, two, three, four, and five. We all started where you were. But the only thing that we all did, the leaders at the top, we just kept going, stayed consistent, had busy activities, and we made sure that our team won, right? You have to be the driver. We're going to support you. We're going to help you, and we're going to help you grow your business, but we want to see you win. So this week, make some daily goals and weekly goals. Who are you going to speak to this weekend? How many meetings will you have this weekend? How many meetings can you schedule this next 7 days? Book your calendar. Book it, right? If you have a booked and packed calendar in the month of July, let me tell you something. You're gonna win. You're gonna win. You're gonna win. And it doesn't matter if you do so many meetings and you're tired at the end of the day. That's called doing whatever it takes, right? When I was on my run, sometimes I did like 10, 12 meetings in a day. But it's okay because why? I want to do whatever it takes to win. I had to do whatever it takes. I was meeting after meeting after meeting. I'm going to bed and I pass out in 5 seconds because I know I used all my energy. I did everything possible that day, my best to grow my Remo business. And all of you need to do the same thing. And I'm telling you this not just because I don't want to sugarcoat things to you guys, okay? I don't want to tell you what you need to. I don't want to tell you what you want to hear. Like, hey, just take it easy, take it slow, don't worry about it. I'm as a mentor and a coach, I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to hear. Because why? My goal, my job is to help you win in Riemann. My goal is to help you succeed in Riemann, to make money in Riemann, to change your future for Riemann, to change your family's life with Riemann, through making great income and passive income. So I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to hear. And you gotta have the mindset every single day. Okay, today, whatever it takes, I'm gonna do whatever it takes today to sign up a planner. No matter what today, whatever it takes, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get a customer. No matter what this week, I'm gonna promote a manager. No matter what this week, I'm gonna promote a team manager. Every week, every day, that should be your mindset. Every day. And here's what's gonna happen if you do that every day. If you're promoting people every week and every day, you know what's gonna happen? You'll be a team leader. And you know what happens when you become a team leader? The fact that you built such a good culture from the beginning. Guess what your team is gonna do? They'll do exactly what you did. Promote people every week. And here's what's gonna happen after that. You'll become a director and you keep on doing that over and over again, here's what's going to happen afterwards. You'll be a senior director and then you'll be a national director. That's exactly what I did. I didn't do anything special. I just did same thing over and over and over again, every day, every week, every month. That got me to where I am. But I did it with speed and urgency and whatever it takes mentality. Not doing my best, whatever it takes. So tell yourself today, okay, whatever it takes, I will get senior manager done. Whatever it takes, I will get team leader done. Whatever it takes, I will get direct done, senior director done, and national director done. And have a goal. When do you want to get it done? When do you want to get it done? Right? Have those goals set out, and that's going to help you all grow your Riemann business. I'm focused to helping all of you have the biggest July, have the biggest second half of 2025. But remember this, we all have to be on the same page. We all have to be running right now. We all got to be laser focused right now. July, August, September, right? I'm sure all of you want a great Christmas. I'm sure all of you want to end the year strong, well, right? All of you think about in around December time. They're just only 5 months away. At the end of the year, when the holiday season happens, when Christmas is happening, right? And Thanksgiving is happening, by that time, for you and your families, don't you want to be in a position? Don't you want to be in a position where you can just give gifts away, buy gifts away, donate, help out family, and do more, right? Buy your kids whatever they want to buy. Go on the vacations you want to go and travel without worrying about money. Imagine that was your lifestyle in 5 months. And I'm telling you, that can happen for you. That can happen for you, okay? But it starts now, right? You don't have a great December by working in November. You have a great December working starting today, okay? And also, we have, of course, our convention coming up this September. Make sure you register for your convention tickets. That's coming up in Las Vegas at the Rio. It's going to be a big event. It's close to 6,000 people. We have people from Asia, all our directors, many of our directors flying in for that event as well. It's going to be a big event. It's going to be a big event with Access members. We have Philippines opening up, guys, next month as well. And that's going to be obviously another great event as well. I mean, right now, I'm in Korea at the moment. I'll be flying to the States next week, but I'm going right back out to Asia in a few days because of a few of our upcoming events in Asia as well. So looking forward to seeing, of course, many of you out in the Asian markets, U.S. markets, and of course, if there's questions on the call, I'll stay on the call right now for a few questions you guys might ask in terms of anything related towards building your Remon business. So let's see here. Yes, keep the momentum going every single day. You're exactly right. 100%, whatever it takes. Yep. Who are the best promoters? Dolphins, sharks, etc. What could I be doing wrong? People join, but after that, they don't buy doing the build business or do nothing at all. So best promoters, a best promoter. I mean, sharks are great promoters. Sharks are great promoters. Dolphins are great promoters. You know, people that are in it to make big money, they know they can't do it by themselves. So they're taking their people with them to the events. They know that, people that like also having fun will bring dolphins to the events as well, right? So if you focus on dolphins and sharks, yes, those are great promoters as well. And when people join, but after that they don't buy, here's some things you can do, okay? If Scarlett, for example, if you sign me up as a planner, I joined, okay? But I didn't buy nothing, okay? Now, there's a few reasons why I didn't buy, okay? Number one, I'm still confused of this whole company and the products, and I'm not sure how the compensation works. So I'm confused. Remember this. Confused people don't do nothing, okay? When you are presenting, right? When you're talking with them, right? When you are having a conversation with them, it needs to be clear, okay? When the message is clear and they know exactly what to buy, how much the rebate is going to be, how much a commission is going to be, how much the Riemann dollars is going to be, if that's clear, hey, if you buy this, you'll get this back, this and this and this back. You have to have it breaking down crystal clear. This is what you're going to get. This is your rebate. This is your commission. This is your RDs. Okay, it got to be clear. If they know exactly, then they can make a decision on that. Number one. Number two is this: they don't have the money to buy. Right? I don't got the money to buy. Right? Well, if they don't buy, but maybe they didn't tell you that, right? The reason why is you didn't create enough value. You didn't create enough value of the actual product. So I'll give you an example here, right? If I took my hat here, right? If I took my hat here and I told you, I'll sell you my hat. Like if I put this hat like this and I close it up and I put this in my book bag, okay? My book bag, let's say my book bag, for example, I told you, let me sell you my book bag for $1,000 US. What are you gonna say to me for my book bag, right? You'll be like, Steve, $1,000 for your book bag? That's insanely expensive, right? Most people will say that. But you know what? Do you know what rich people will say? Rich people will say, "What's in that book bag? What's in that book bag?" They don't ask about the cost of a book bag at $1,000. What's in that book bag? When they open the book bag up, it's 100,000 US dollars in there. So even though most people would say, "I'm not buying your book bag for $1,000," that's a ripoff. Rich people are saying, "What's in that book bag?" Same thing in Riemann business. When rich people are talking about Riemann, 3,000 or 6,000, they don't care about the 3,000, 6,000. Understand that. Money is irrelevant. They want to know, what can Riemann bring for them? How much more money can Riemann bring me? That's their mindset. So you have to share with people. It's not about the cost of buying a product or starting a business. It's about what Riemann can do for them, their future, their business. Remember, Riemann is a vehicle, it's a business to change somebody's person's life, right? So you have to share value of what Riemann can do for them, how this can actually provide income every single month. And if they're short of money, hey, if you're short of money to buying one set, right? Think about this. How would you like having Riemann being able to give you enough money so you can buy a set every month without worrying about money, right? That's what Riemann can do, plus more, right? So you got to show value, Scarlett, to the person about your Riemann business, okay? Or someone signs up here, they didn't do nothing, they didn't buy nothing. Talk to this person and get some referrals. Get somebody signed up underneath them right away. In 24 hours, your job is to get somebody signed up underneath them. You could help them, right? You could find some people, start building, and finding some good people. And at the same time as this, if they don't buy, they don't do nothing, it's okay. Move on to the next person. I have so many people that join my team. Guess what? They don't buy. I don't care. I move on to the next person until I find someone that wants to buy. And the people that want to buy, like if someone's buying and someone's moving, I'm working with that person. I look at the numbers. Whoever is buying and purchasing and if they're buying manager, senior manager, or any type of 1,000, whatever they're buying, if they're buying, they're taking action. I'm looking for action takers. If they're not doing nothing, I let them be. I'll focus on where the action is, okay? I'm very new to this biz. I'm very new to this busy. It would be good to run together, so I would need a strong closing. Yes, so if you're brand new and you're talking to people and you're running and but you don't have a great way to close people, right? Just always remember this. After the presentation, it's like this also. If someone's interested, you guys know that I have my Zoom recording, right? If someone's interested, you don't know how to explain it, just tell them, hey, watch the Zoom recording and get back to me. That's it. Watch the Zoom recording, get back to me. You don't gotta be the perfect presenter. Just have them watch the recording. Everyone, all my ads right now, everyone that's messaging me online. So how does this work? What is this about? Hey, watch the Zoom call, get back to me if you're interested. If you're not, it's fine. Like, I don't care. I just send the Zoom call, they watch it, they like it, they join. That's it, right? So your people as well, if they're interested, send a Zoom call. If they're not interested, move on, right? But if you're meeting with them one on one, right, just talk about after they're done, either with the products, ask them, hey, what did you like best about the products, right? What did you like best, right? Ask them, hey, let's get started. But also at the same time, you have to study the basics of understanding what it takes to become a manager, what it takes to become a senior manager, what are the benefits of starting as a manager and senior manager, what are the benefits of a planner buying one set or two sets, right? How much commissions or calculation am I gonna get back, right? If someone asks you those questions, you got to have answers. But if you don't have answers, you're brand new, don't worry about it. Have your upline, have your sponsor talk with them for you, okay? Your job in the beginning is to just connect the people. Let your sponsor do the heavy lifting. You let your sponsor do the calculation. It's okay, you're brand new. People know that you're brand new. It's okay. Just act brand. Hey, I'm brand new, but let me introduce you to someone that knows all the details and information. She's the person I'm working with now. She's an amazing leader. She'll answer all your questions. And trust me on this, she'll take good care of you too, right? So like connect people. That's all you want to do. Connect, 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 and let the sponsor and upline do the heavy lifting for you. Okay. So that's all that of course I wanted to share with all of you today. And and that's it. Remember, guys, price is irrelevant if the value is there. If the value is there, price is irrelevant, right? For example, Rolex, right? We know Rolexes here cost about 17 to $18,000, right? If I sold you this, I say, hey, all you gotta buy is, do you want for 100 US dollars? Would you buy a Rolex? $500? Would you buy a Rolex? Of course. If I sold you my car, my Cybertruck, $100,000 car for I don't know, man, for $3,000. You told me, hey, Steve, I have $0, but I gave you my Tesla Cybertruck worth 100,000 for 3,000 bucks. Would you find the money? Of course you would. Why? Because the value of the Cybertruck is 30 times more expensive than a manager package. When the value is there, price is irrelevant. Even if I offered you for 6,000, you will still buy. Because why? The price is valuable. Riemann, Riemann is a company that can buy you a Cybertruck every single month, right? Riemann is valuable. It's a valuable business that people don't know how valuable it is. Guys, I've been with the company now for 2 years and change, making over $100,000 every month, most of it passive income. Making over 1.2 million US dollars with Riemann after a year and a half, 2 years. What else? What other industry can you do that to make that kind of income? My first 7 days with Riemann, I made over $10,000. Never made anything less than that. As a team leader, I was making 10, 20, 30, $40,000 a month as a team leader, right? So Riemann allows you to do this, allows you to make this big type of income. And all of you that are right now in your current situation, trust me on this. If you work hard in your business, you keep growing your business and educating yourself, you will eventually hit the higher position. But you have to be intentional about growing you, about becoming a better leader, growing your business and growing you every single day. I'm telling you right now, in the next 3 to 6 months, before the year ends, your business can absolutely change. So let's do whatever it takes to get to your next promotion. Let's do whatever it takes to promote people every week. Every week you want to promote people. Have that mindset every week, every day, strong mindset, and make it a goal to help you and your family have a great year for the rest of 2025, right? So I appreciate all of you guys for joining our leadership training and manager up training this morning and this evening for everyone. Um, let me show you. Thanks. No one showed up in my house today, but I'm still hopefully doing my demo and doing what. Yes. So some days, guys, you're gonna have people that don't show up. It's okay. It's okay. You invite people, they don't show up. It's okay. Enjoy it. I guys, when people cancel my meetings, I love it. You know why? You know why I love it when people cancel my meetings? Because now I'm free. I have free time. I enjoy the free time, right? Because if they cancel it, I'm happy, right? And I can do whatever I want to do, right? So keep on doing meetings, even if people don't show up. It's fine. It's all part of your journey. You're gonna have ups and downs, highs and lows. Enjoy it. Remember this. When people say no to your business, it builds your character up. You build a strong character. When people say yeses to your business, it builds your business. So both no's and yeses are both good for you. One grows your business, one grows your character. Both are good. I'm here today because why? I've got so many no's. I got so many no's. But on top of the no's that I got a lot of yeses. So I built up my business, I built up my character. That's how you become a top leader in this industry. Strong character, strong business. Okay, you need both. You need the no's. You need the yeses. You can't just be getting yes, 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 yes. You need both. You need both because you have to build yourself as an individual. And I know all of you right now can transformation to a better leader. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of your success with our company, with Reman as well. This year is gonna be special. We have Philippines, we have Japan. Yeah, so much happening this year, guys. New products, convention, so many things happening at the announcements this year. It's gonna be a big year. It's gonna be a big year, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you guys at the next events, and of course, seeing all of you guys very soon. If you need anything, send me a message. I'm here to help you guys out. Really grow your Rema business. Okay, so have a good night. Have a good day. Enjoy your holidays if you're in America. And of course, we'll see you guys on the next Zoom call.